There's absolutely nothing cheesier than a guy that doesn't know the difference between shooting his shot and just flat out harassment. Like, if you're seeing signs that she really don't want to chop it up with you and she's trying to go about her business, don't be that guy that has to be forcibly removed by security. Let me show you what I'm talking about, man.
I know I'm a total stranger, but how else am I supposed to like approach a beautiful woman like you to say hello?
Thank you.
What am I supposed to do? I gotta say something, right?
Thank you. I appreciate.
Anytime you got to start your line with, I know I'm a stranger, but I just don't think that's going to be the right start to get things going, bro. Like, no one wants to hear, I know I'm a stranger, but I don't know. They used to warn me about that in school back in the day. I ain't going to hold you.
It's good.
Thank you.
My friends, all my male friends, they're like, how you talk to them? I'm like, say hi. They're like, oh my God. They're like, you have balls, Kevin. My name is Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Kevin, you a bitch. Now, I'm going to just keep it 100. As you can see, anytime you're talking to a girl, you give about 2 compliments, you explain your backstory, you give your name, and she says, thank you. She's trying to go on with her time. That's not going to work. And obviously, she's not putting the camera on this guy because she doesn't want to let it be known he might switch up. But obviously, he's already kind of shot his shot about 3 times in like a 30-second span, and it's just not working for the guy. So Kevin need to take his ass home because he's getting real creepy. You feel what I'm saying? Now, he did mention, my friends always say I have balls. And that's wonderful. You want to have balls, you want to have confidence, but I mean, if you're shooting it towards somebody that's not reciprocating, it's not balls anymore. It's just flat out harassment.
How do you talk to them like that? My friend, you and I should go out.
No, I'm sorry. I'm married, actually. I'm married, yeah.
They always lie to me. They always lie to me.
Why would I?
They always lie to me is crazy. Like, imagine always getting told that the girl is married and you're like, oh, they always lie to me. 1, she could actually be married. And 2, if you're getting hit with that all the time, even if they are lying, you're probably not attractive enough and you need to catch the hint. And plus, that shit just sounds creepy. They always lie to me, nigga. It sounds like you finna crawl up under her bed and give her sleep paralysis or some shit. Nigga, relax. Go get you something to drink. And if it's that bad, nigga, just go buy a whore.
Because I can see it in your eyes.
But you're following me around.
No, I just.
So I'd appreciate if you didn't follow me.
Turn up, bitch.
There's a strip club right here, and they're my friends. They actually embrace me. They're strippers.
She's the one I really want to help.
Can you help me? Because that guy is following me.
Dude, imagine being in the fucking store and saying, I love my friends. They embrace me. Imagine bragging about being embraced. These are the type of creepers that actually exist. And it's always an unattractive piece of shit doing this. You know this isn't any Chad. And I wish he had put the camera on this nigga because I can guarantee this motherfucker weighs no less than 250. I ain't gonna hold you. He ain't a tall nigga that's 250 either. He probably 5'3", old as fuck, fat as fuck, trying to do anything to get something, bro. Sometimes if you can't get anything, you might as well settle for nothing, nigga, because that probably means you ain't worked on yourself phically. Fuck.
He's following me. I also live nearby.
Let it go.
I live nearby and I'm scared he's gonna follow me to my house.
Okay, give me a second. You know there?
No, he was following me.
What, you following me?
Yeah.
Where you going to, mama?
They robbed you?
Honey, I put my wallet down. I'm security. They all know me.
So the other night when I got off the subway.
Okay, so before we get to the part where she explains the whole situation, because I know it was over sound and she was trying to get it. She had to put subtitles, so I hope y'all can hear that clearly. But I'm not going to lie. I found that funny that none of the guys wanted to help her out. It ended up being the girl that ended up escorting her to her car. And I'm pretty sure the guys were like, yeah, I hear you, but if I ain't get no ass, I don't want nothing to do with it either, bro. Niggas got to tighten up, bro. Niggas be letting girls get their ass beat, get harassed. They like, if I ain't get no ass, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all niggas are sick.
subway. I was speeding home just because it was nighttime, but it was only like 9 p.m. so there were a lot of people walking by anyway. And I had AirPods in, but nothing was playing. I just have it in so no one bothers me. And this guy kind of stops me, and I thought he was a homeless guy, so I took off my AirPods trying to like help him. And then once I realized that it's actually not, and he was complimenting me, I said thank you, and I put it back in so he doesn't bother me anymore. But I realized that he was a creep, and my first instinct was to just go home because it was right there on the end of the block. And my thought process in those few short seconds was to just have my key ready in my hand, go home as quick as possible. Hopefully he doesn't get it. And by the way, I'm also always carrying this in my hand, but I knew that I couldn't risk him.
I ain't gonna lie, shorty, the big we were about to put you on motherfucking game. Get you some bear mace and have that shit in your purse. And next time you got a creepy ass nigga that ain't giving you no space, hit a nigga with that bear mace one time, my nigga. That nigga ain't never seeing straight for the rest of his life. That nigga finna go from whatever race he is right now. If you hit him with that bear mace, that nigga is immediately turning Chinese, nigga.
Knowing my address and him following me inside, so I had to go into a grocery store right away. And I chose a store that was very well lit, there are cameras, and is very popular. So I went into the store pretending like I was buying something, and he was still following me, and he was like, oh, let me buy some apples for you. And this guy is creepy, right? He's still following me deeper into the store. He sees that I'm not paying attention to him, but when he's coming close to me,
should I play devil's advocate or should I not? Actually, I'm the big fucking reaper. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm not victim blaming at all. But if he was a Chad, let me know in the comment section. If that guy that talked to her and came up to her and did all that was a Chad, would this video exist? I mean, it's just a black pill question of the day. You know I gotta do it.
To me. Obviously, I'm like scared, so I have to respond. That's when I start recording because I'm like, oh my god, what if I get assaulted right now? I said thank you to his compliments multiple times now, and he's still following me. Obviously, I have my self-defense weapon in my hand, but I'm not trying to like actually use it. So as you guys saw in the video, at one point he asked to take me out, and I said that I'm married. And
I ain't gonna hold you, shorty. Your self-defense weapon is too brutal. You got a fucking butterfly knife. Like, you're gonna have to stab someone to death with those brass knuckles with the blade at the end. Just get you some bear mace, shorty. It's way quicker, and you ain't gonna kill nobody. They just ain't seeing shit for a good 3 to 5 business days.
In those circumstances, men don't respect women, but they respect the men more if you say that like you're married or you're taken. So when I said I was married, he was like, no, you're lying. That's when he got like genuinely scary because I'm like, why are you like acting like that? Like, I already said thank you many times and I'm leaving your advances, and now you're calling me out for lying. Like, what do I owe you? And I was mad this entire time, but this is when I started genuinely.
I ain't gonna hold you that I'm married meta. That shit don't work no more. The sub-5s, the ugly cretin motherfuckers look like some creepy crawlers and shit. They done caught on to that I'm married fucking card now. You probably gonna have to update that shit because it's getting to the point where these ugly, desperate motherfuckers are gonna start asking for your marriage certificate and shit, and they not having it. They done caught up to that meta, shorty. I ain't gonna lie.
Because I was like, this man is not leaving me alone, so let me try to get everyone's attention. And right when I raised my voice, he started stuttering. He was like, "T-t-t-t-t." I was like, yeah, stop following me. And that's when he started backing out of the store and people started realizing what was happening. And then he started saying like the strippers across the street and the places over there, they're nicer to him. Again, acting like I owe him something because strippers were.
I didn't catch that part because it was a little bit not legible, but if he did say that shit, if that nigga did say that the strip club embraces him and they're nicer to him, no fucking shit. And this the type of mindset that unattractive motherfuckers are in. It's everything but them, right? It's like, the strippers are cool to me, why aren't you? Well, let me tell you why the strippers are cool to you, nigga. You're giving them direct payment. It's their fucking job. And this is just a random side note. If you ever go to the strip club and you honestly think that the strippers actually fuck with you, my boy, you need a crash course on strip clubs. I ain't gonna hold you.
Were nice to him. And again, around this point, I knew that he was lingering around the store because he was so adamant from before. So I wasn't trying to walk home again by myself. So as you guys might have seen in the video, I asked the male worker for help and told him that this random guy was following me. And I'm not gonna blame the worker because I know he's Spanish, he might have a language barrier. He also is probably used to these random creepy guys and they kind of just come and go. And he also had to do his work at the end of the day. But also, it was kind of shitty when this worker kind of told me to let it go and just forget about it and still walk home alone. Like, there was no sort of solution. At this point,
Now, you gotta think about that, though. I get where you're coming from, but you gotta put yourself in his perspective. If I'm a nigga, I got a wife and kids, I got shit to do, and I'm on the job, and a random person, hey, he is harassing me, you know what I'm saying? Can you walk me home? I could get with security. I call the cops. I'll probably do that. I won't just dismiss it, but I'll connect you to the right party. I'll transfer you over to the correct line. Because if you think I'm finna step off of what I'm doing for my job to come walk you, I'm not gonna do it. And I don't mean to victim blame whatsoever, but we gotta get the authorities and the proper channels involved. I signed up, whatever store he was in, that nigga signed up to do what he was gonna do. He didn't sign up to be security. And if a nigga's acting creepy, we look at it like this. Bitch, if he's stalking and is gonna do something to you, what the fuck do you think he gonna do to me? He gonna show less mercy, nigga. I'm good. I'll pass on that.
I'm alerting different people in the store that I did get followed, and this is what happened. And then a kind woman came up to me, and she was the one that offered me help and walked me home. And when I was walking home, we actually crossed the street, so we weren't on the same street as that guy anymore. And once I was walking home, I actually saw him by my house, but I don't think he saw me go in. Regardless, I got home safe, but it's very sucky that this had to happen. And it's not like a matter of it being a safe area or not, because I feel like it can happen in any area, in New York especially. I'm grateful that I reacted pretty well in this situation, so my rule of thumb is to always make a scene, always carry your self-defense weapons, unfortunately. A lot of these men know that these women tend to be nice and give them their name because they're feeling awkward or feeling, you know, overwhelmed. When that guy introduced himself as Kevin, you know, my innate nature was to say,
fuck
oh,
Kevin.
My name is this. But I held back and tried my best to not be nice to this weird guy. If you find like a well-lit area, make sure to go in there instead of walking straight home, even if you think you can outrun him. But yeah, I hope none of this happens to any of you guys ever. But if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below.
And there's always guys, I'm not gonna lie, there's always guys out there lurking around like this. This is the grand lesson. There's always guy like this lurking around. So any girls that are watching my video, I got 2 solutions for you. Immediately walk away, and if they keep following you, that's when you hit their ass with that motherfucking 360 with the intervention, nigga, Call of Duty style, and hit that nigga with that bear mace. Call the authorities and get the fuck out of there. Because I'm telling you, once that motherfucking bear mace make contact with his cornea, it's a wrap, nigga. It's over. That nigga ain't seeing for 3 to 5 business days. But aside from the jokes and what you should do on a physical level, obviously we should take this serious. But to bring it to a black pill perspective, this is just the shit. And yes, this exists. It's a sub 5 behavior, man. And I get it. Some guys just can't get any punani. Punani inflation is at an all-time high, and unattractive guys aren't getting shit. But this isn't the way, man. Figure out a different way. Go subscribe to your favorite fucking dating guru or get a BB. Do whatever you need to do, nigga. Go get surgery. Do what you need to do. Look, smacks your ass off and come back. Don't get frustrated and try to force girls to fuck with you. You cannot force a girl to fuck with somebody she's not attracted to, and you can't outbid it either. And if you do outbid it, as you can see, he was trying to offer money. If you do outbid it, it's not genuine. She's taking that money and she's really doing it against her will. She's just taking payment. So again, it all goes back. Just worry about your physical looks, and shit like this won't happen to you. And plus, she tried to give this nigga soft rejections, but he wasn't fucking going for it. Don't be that lame ass nigga. If you an OG, you know what I call that. That's a Cornelius ass nigga. Don't be a motherfucking Cornelius, bro. Shoot your shot briefly. If she soft rejects you, be appreciative that you got soft rejected as an ugly fuck in her eyes, and walk away into the sunset. You know, because it's gonna go from shooting your shot to fucking harassment in 2.5 seconds. And the way the social climate is today, my nigga, you'll be on a Big Reaper video, and I'm not holding back shit. Now, if you like that video, if you like the camera quality, I actually adjusted my settings because my camera is way more capable than I've been adjusting. So I adjusted those settings, and I got a new microphone coming. It'll probably be here next week. So we're making upgrades to the setup. So as usual, if you like that, if you like the effort, all that I'm doing, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. That would be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.